Hey, welcome back to the Muscle Repair Shop. So here we're going to start today with the hydroponics, how to set this thing up. It's very easy. Once you get everything in place, it's a very simple thing to do. And the nice thing is that as you start putting the perlite in first and then the coconut coir, that's C-O-I-R, I think that's how you pronounce that. But anyway, once you put those in place, now really and truly all you have to do from that step on is literally just keep the food in the reservoir, which is about a 32-gallon tank, and I have a submersible pump there. So let's get started in how to fill this pot first. There's 4 for every tower. So the thing to think about here is that you put 4 plants in each one, all right? And then the bottom bucket on mine, which is a black bucket, you could put 4 to 6 plants in that one. You could put 20 to 22 plants in that one tower, which is amazing because for 2 people or 1 person over the course of a season, you could feed yourself. And a lot of these vegetables like the collard greens and turnip greens and mustard greens and so forth, you can freeze and use them in the off season. So if you live up north and it's cold, you could still have some of these vegetables in the off season that you raised on your own. Funny story, a lot of our friends, when they come over, they like to see us cut and prepare the vegetables from our little garden here and then sit down to cook it and then eat it. And they get a kick out of that. So just some fun things here. So let's get started. So the first thing is something called perlite. And perlite is a very lightweight media. And so I put some water in it here so that it will settle better to the bottom. Now, as you can see in the bottom here, there's a ridge. And what I try to do is I try to come up close to that ridge, almost 3/4 of a way up, and I'll put it in here. Now, you can see the hole in the bottom where the post goes through here. So what I do to fix that is, grab it over here, I have a little pipe here, okay? And I take that pipe and I stick it right in that hole, as you can see here, and have it down on the table. Then I can take my little shovel and I can go in and start putting in the perlite. And once I get it in, I'll show you just how deep that is so that you'll get a better idea of what I'm talking about here. Okay, so as we put this around, as you can see, let me grab this pipe here. But as we put this around, you can begin to see how deep I have that. You see, it's just below that ridge there. Now, the next step is down in my bottom bucket over here, right behind me, right down into here. And I'll show you that right quick here. You can see down there, it's a little hard to see because it's dark brown, but that's a coconut coir. And I order mine off of Amazon. It comes overnight. And there's enough there to almost do there is enough there to do virtually every pot in my 4-tower system, pretty close. But it's the media that things grow in. So let's put that into our pot here. All right, so we've got our media in here at this point, okay? And you can see right from here, see how full that is, coming right up to the top there. And yeah, it's a little messy. You'll get your hands dirty, but you're gonna have some terrific food out of this. Trust me when I tell you that. So today, we've got some bok choy. Now you see, I started these as seeds. You can see them there. I started them as seeds and they were actually growing in something that looks just like that as seedlings. And then these are newer seedlings here. That's actually turnip greens, and this is actually lettuce. And so once they get up too large for the smaller seedling square there, I put them in these cups here in some potting soil. And that allows them to continue to grow, but it makes them harden, as they call, so they'll be hardier when you put them into the pots. So you just kind of pull these out. You want to be careful of the roots. I usually just grab a little bit of dirt with that there. Then I can take my hand, go right into here and put this in. And you see, just cute little stuff here. And again, yes, you're gonna get your fingers dirty, your hands dirty, but man, you're gonna have some great food when it starts to grow out. It's gonna be amazing. So again, see, we're picking this up here. That's my neighbor with his sports car. He loves to come by on the weekend mornings, but that's okay. That's his fun. And so then we come back into here again, and we just stick these right in. just like that. So now you can see what we have here. And these will grow to be pretty good size. So let's go put this on the tower, all right? Okay, so now let's start talking about how do you feed these plants? How often do you have to put water in the tank and what happens there? So we're gonna show you the fertilizer, and then I'm gonna also take you over to the tank and let you see the tank as it's actually working. So there's two types of fertilizers we get, and a shout out to the company Vertigrow here in Summerfield, down in Summerfield, Florida. You can see them at vertigrow.com. They have all the information on this stuff here, but you can see here, that's one of the fertilizers that we put in there. And then the second one here is the second fertilizer that we put in here. And so Vertigrow does a very good job with tutorials. They have lots of products and stuff that you can take it to any limit that you want. I mean, you could have covers over it, you could have all kinds of things, which we didn't do here in Florida, but it's a great site to go to. I found that of all the different sites that I looked at for hydroponics, Vertigrow was the best one to go to. So check them out and see what they got, okay? Let's go over to the pot. Okay, as you can see here, I'm close to the post. You can see the post here where I put the towers, but these are ones that I finished yesterday. You can see those are finished, and I'll give you a close-up so you can see the little plants there, because we together are gonna watch these plants grow, and I wanna show you how fast this stuff happens. It's amazing when you watch it. And so you come down this way, straight ahead, and it slides all the way down, okay? So here's the thing. So when you look at these different pots, notice how I put them at angles here. That's the way they're designed with these little, you can see them up here, little cuts. I put them at angles so that each corner has a plant. Here's what they look like up close, you see. That's what they look like. Now, this will be full, and at some point, this will be all green. It'll be just amazing to watch. And the cool part is you get to watch it. So stay tuned, because next week, we're gonna do earth boxes, show you how to do the earth box in case that's what you prefer over the hydroponics. And then the week after that, I'm going to show you how to put plants in the ground as well. So stay tuned. Oh, and also each week what we're going to do is show you the progress on the plants so you can see them grow yourself and take this journey right along with us. It's an amazing journey we take every year, and I know if you try one of these ways, you'll love it. So don't forget, subscribe down below, ring the bell so you get notifications when the new videos come out. And as always, leave me comments. Tell me what you think. Ask me questions. I'm here to help you live a better life. Thank you. Okay, so over here is my water or feed container here. You can see right down there, this is a timer, and that timer kicks on about 4 or 5 times a day, runs for about 5 minutes at a time. And so I leave this on so that I don't have to deal with it every day. It just automatically does it. And then once that timer comes on, I'll show you some little feeders here. You can see right here, you see the water comes off this line. Let me come back over here so you can see what I'm talking about. It comes out of the tank. The submersible pump takes it right up here into these little feeder tubes. And as it does that, then it starts to trickle all the way down through these pots down to this bottom pot here. And so that feeds them about 5 times every day. Now let's look inside of this big bucket here. It's a 32-gallon bucket. You could do a 40 or 42 gallon. And you can see down into here, the submersible pump down at the bottom. So when I'm working with all 4 towers going over here, I have to fill this tank up about every Tuesday and every Saturday, or every Friday, I should say. When I'm only working 2, like in the summertime, the first 2 here, I can get away with filling this up once a week. And then that's it. I put in the fertilizer into the water, and then it just takes off from there, and then the plants just start to grow. Okay, so in conclusion, the hydroponic system actually is a self-maintained system. The only thing you really have to do once you set it up is put water in the tank at least once to twice a week, and the food. Once you do that, the system does everything else. So give it a try, 1 tower or many towers if you want, but have fun with it. I hope you enjoyed this last video. Be sure to click on the video here to my left and enjoy.